This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you and welcome in. It's great to have you along with us. I'm Bill Bryant. It's Tuesday, March 15th, the Ides of March. And now at 6 a.m., a Lexington judge is taking up the case against a women's clinic that is being sued by the Commonwealth. Also find out what caused a moped to burst into flames while it was under an SUV. Quite a story there. And Kentucky House lawmakers are on a collision course over the state budget. It could come to a head today. We're live with a look at two dueling plans.
And we're looking at the forecast. Boy, things look really good this morning in the 50s, pushing the rain on out of here by the afternoon. We're going to be right there in the lower 70s. This will be the 5th day in March, in the first 2 weeks, that we've actually hit 70+ degrees. We're going to talk about that and also dropping the temperatures from here on out. A cold weekend. I'll have that coming up.
Leading our news this morning today, a judge could decide what is next for a women's clinic in Lexington that was sued by Governor Matt Bevin's administration. That lawsuit alleges that the clinic has been performing abortions illegally. WKYT's Mark Barber is live now in Lexington to explain what's at stake today in this case. Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. The clinic has stopped performing abortions while they wait to see how the judge will rule today. Now, the hearing will start in just 3 hours here at the Circuit Courthouse. Governor Matt Bevin's administration sued the EMW Women's Clinic about 2 weeks ago, claiming that the clinic was performing unlicensed abortions. The lawsuit also alleges that the clinic was unsanitary and had expired medications in the procedure room. State inspectors visited the facility off Nicholasville Road last month after they received an anonymous complaint. It was the first time the Cabinet for Health and Family Services inspected the clinic in 10 years. When they took a look at the facility, inspectors say they discovered that the clinic did not have a transfer agreement with an ambulance service, which is required. That transfer agreement comes into play if there are complications during an abortion and a woman has to be rushed to the hospital. EMW employees are not talking about the lawsuit, but an attorney for the clinic says that they have decided to take a time out and stop performing abortions while they wait to see what the judge will say today. Again, that hearing starts at 9. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you very much. And new this morning, police have made a second arrest in a case of stolen ashes. The Morehead News is reporting that Benny Marler is charged with burglary, criminal mischief, and abuse of a corpse. Bernie Fraley was arrested last week on the same charges. State police say the men broke into a home in Rowan County near Cave Run Lake. Police say they stole tools, ammunition, and the ashes of the victim's wife. Well, it was an attention getter, a moped on fire stuck underneath an SUV right in the middle of Lexington. Police say some teenagers in the SUV stole money from another teen on the moped. The victim followed the SUV to Fortune Drive and Winchester Road, where police say the SUV tried to make a U-turn and ran over the moped.
Car came pulling down through here, dragging a scooter. It pulled into our driveway right there at the end, on fire. Flames coming up the side. Guys just jumped out of it, kind of just took off running that way.
Now, the teen on the moped was not hurt, and he was even able to get his money back before the thieves took off. Well, there is a showdown shaping up, and it looks like it could come to a head today in Frankfort. Kentucky Democrats and Republicans are scheduled to release a pair of dueling budget plans, but Democrats most likely have the votes to win in the House. WKYT's Mike Byer is at our live desk with details on that. Mike, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. House Republicans say making some adjustments to Governor Matt Bevin's budget plan would get the federal government to spend just over $160 million on Kentucky's multi-billion-dollar public pension debt. But the proposal all depends on adopting Bevin's budget cuts. House Democrats have the majority. They say they will reject some of the governor's cuts. Bevin's budget proposal includes making lump sum payments to the pension systems for state workers and teachers. However, Republicans want to route the money through the state payroll system instead of just giving the money directly to the retirement systems. Many think this would trigger a match from the federal government, which covers roughly 30% of state workers' salaries and 50% of teacher salaries. Democratic House Speaker Greg Stumbo says this plan doesn't go far enough. Now, Governor Bevin has proposed spending cuts of over $650 million over the next 2 years to begin to pay down the state's pension debt. However, House Democrats are likely to reject some of these cuts, especially in the area of higher education. Now, House Republicans will release their budget plan during a news conference this morning, which is scheduled for 9. The House Democrats will follow that up by releasing a plan of their own this afternoon. At the live desk, Mike Byer, WKYT.
Okay, it's going to be interesting, and now less than 2 weeks to go in the General Assembly. Well, it is a viral video that's taking many by surprise, really across the country. Professional kayakers recorded their dangerous ride right over Cumberland Falls. Nick Troutman and Dane Jackson both paddled their kayaks over the falls. Troutman says it was the result of many hours of training and 15 years of kayaking professionally.
We did not expect the video to go viral. We did not expect people necessarily to even be there watching it. It was more of just a personal goal that we had set.
Both men have been cited for trespassing. That could cost them a couple of $100s each. State park leaders are discouraging people from doing anything like this because they say the falls are extremely dangerous. Well, it appears a proposal to build a homeless shelter in Jessamine County is moving forward. The Jessamine County Homeless Coalition says on a Facebook posting that Nicholasville City Commissioners have approved the shelter. The city had to change the wording of a zoning classification before plans for the shelter could continue.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Not seeing really a fog issue outside, so things are looking pretty good. Temperatures are in the 50s. Now, dating back just 24 hours ago, it's pretty much what you felt yesterday morning as you stepped out the door. So all in all, this is the same exact morning as we had yesterday. Kids going out to the bus stop early this morning will be just fine. You probably don't even need a coat to put on them as they take off. 60s there by 11 a.m., noon, and 1 p.m. that is. So teachers trying to get the kids outdoors, you can do that today. It will be no problem whatsoever. 63 there by 11 a.m. and 68 by 1 p.m. trying to get them out to the playground. So things are looking really good today. This is your best day in the forecast by far. It'll be mostly cloudy. You'll get some peaks of sunshine, but it'll be dry. And then highs there in the lower 70s. That is the only day in our forecast that we actually have 70s. It's today. So you better enjoy it while it lasts. Tonight, anywhere from midnight to about 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, we'll have a line of showers roll on through. So any of you that are typically out during that time, the third shifters, just know you're going to be running into that. Other than that, it really falls when most of us are asleep. Mainly dry conditions as we head toward tomorrow afternoon, and also there on Thursday. I say mainly dry. We cannot rule out a passing shower, but for the most part, we're going to keep that rain on out of here. Temperatures, though, they're turning cooler, and you're going to see us go from 70s today, 60s tomorrow, 50s the next day, 40s the following day, 30s there for the weekend in some spots. So it just drops from here on out. Friday and into your weekend, Friday and Saturday, small chance of rain, and temperatures will continue to drop. But really, Sunday we need to watch, as there would be the possibility of a couple of snowflakes. You heard me right. Possibility of a couple of snowflakes. I was doing so well with you guys. You guys were starting to like me a lot, but now we're talking about snow back in the forecast. How cool are these pictures there on Twitter? Micah Harris WX is from KY Scarlet. That's there in Bourbon County. Awesome shot as that rain falls out of the clouds with the sun setting in the background. And really, really neat shot from Kathy 7. Really cool shots there on Twitter. If you got any pictures, send them on Twitter. I always show them off during the morning hour. So get on there, Micah Harris WX, if you have your phone beside you right now. Jump on it. Check us out. You even got KY Newsmakers right here.
That's right.
Kentucky Newsmakers.
Yes, we do some politics and some fitness tips now and then.
There you go. Just a little here
Something
and there.
to inspire you. You said you liked that once in a while,
I need
right?
it.
Yeah, all right. 6:09 is our time this morning, and right here we bring you weather and traffic together. Here's Officer Don with a look at what's happening out there on the roads. Good morning, Don.
Good morning. No wrecks right now on the circle itself, and the exit ramps seem to check out okay. So get a look outside. We'll show you traffic flow this morning in real time because we can do that. Inbound Nicholasville Road, Tates Creek looks okay, and so does Harrodsburg Road. That takes us to our drive times, which looks like a normal ride for us so far. Coming in from Nicholasville, no significant issues to deal with. Same deal on the north side of town. From Paris, we're looking good, and Winchester via 64, all normal stuff. Now back to you in the studio.
Don, thank you so much, and we appreciate it. We'll keep everybody informed as we get into the morning rush hour here on your Tuesday. Hey, it's good to have you with us on WKYT this morning. It's now 6:10. It's a do-or-die day for some presidential candidates. A look at the matchups in 5 key states. It's coming up in about 3 minutes or so on WKYT. Hey, good morning. Welcome back into WKYT this morning. Bright and early on your Tuesday at 6:14 right now. Voters in 5 states, including Florida and Ohio, head to the polls today to decide who should be their party's presidential nominee. And the outcome of the primary contest could put Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump closer to victory. Don Champion has the latest on campaign 2016 from Miami.
Bernie Sanders riled up supporters late last night in Chicago, urging them to take him to victory.
Let us see this great state help lead the country into a political revolution.
Hoping to slow Hillary Clinton's momentum, Sanders is looking for upsets in Illinois, Ohio, and Missouri today. But the Vermont senator faces an uphill battle in the delegate-rich states of Florida and North Carolina, where Clinton holds a sizable lead.
I am asking for your support. I would be honored to receive it.
Millions of votes have already been cast here in the winner-take-all state of Florida, where on the Republican side, Donald Trump leads Marco Rubio 2-1 in polls. A Trump win here will likely spell the end for Rubio's campaign.
We have to vote tomorrow. Don't stay home. Make sure no one stays home.
And thrust the billionaire candidate closer to locking up the Republican nomination.
He won't clinch, but he'll have a commanding lead in delegates and be in a commanding position to get the rest that he needs.
Kasich cannot make America great again. Can't do it.
In the winner-take-all state of Ohio, Trump is neck and neck with John Kasich, the popular governor.
And give me a vote so I can continue to run for president of the United States.
In Missouri, Ted Cruz is fighting Trump for delegates. And in Illinois, the latest CBS News Battleground Tracker poll has Cruz within striking distance. Don Champion, CBS News, Miami.
So Governor John Kasich signaling now that he will drop out of the race if he loses his home state of Ohio. So we'll certainly be watching today. Well, police in Chicago say they are questioning a woman following a shootout between several officers investigating drug activity and a suspect they were pursuing. The suspect was killed and 3 police officers were hurt. Their injuries are not life-threatening. Police say a Maryland undercover narcotics officer shot and killed during an ambush outside a police station died from a round fired by one of 4 responding officers. The chief of the Prince George's County Police says the shooting was random and was recorded by the gunman's brothers as if it were a game being played for YouTube. There is a little bit of deja vu in this year's Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race. GPS tracking on the Iditarod website shows defending champion Dallas Seavey in the lead of this year's race. Right now, he's about 10 miles outside of the finish line in Nome. The man in second place is his father. If this holds up, it will match last year's top 2 results. And if the 29-year-old Dallas Seavey wins, he will join an elite list of mushers with 4 Iditarod champions. We'll see if his dad catches up with him, though. All right. Well, Sony drops millions of dollars on some of the world's most iconic songs, and your smartphone may be less helpful in a health crisis than you think. Hannah Daniels has those stories and more in today's Money Watch report.
Avon is cutting 2,500 jobs and moving its headquarters from New York to Great Britain. The cosmetics will still be incorporated in the U.S. The move will help Avon save $50 million this year. Sony has agreed to pay the estate of Michael Jackson $750 million for the rights to some of the world's most iconic songs, including hits from the Beatles, Bob Dylan, and Taylor Swift. Jackson's mother and 3 children will keep the rights to his master recordings and all the music he wrote. How helpful is your smartphone in a health crisis? The answer? Not very. Researchers tested 4 popular voice assistants by asking them about rape, suicide, and depression. Answers included, "I'm here for you," and "I don't know what that means." Several didn't recognize any concern when a user said, "I'm having a heart attack." And if you were using your smartphone to look for love on Tinder last night, a glitch on the popular dating app may have deleted all your matches. Many panicked paramours took to social media. Tinder says you just need to log off and then back in. After the problem was fixed, one woman tweeted, "All my Tinder matches are back. My many future husbands have returned to me." And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Hannah Daniels.
All right. Time this morning is coming up on 6:19, bright and early on your Tuesday, and WKYT this morning is just getting started. Call it T-Rex's younger cousin. Coming up, a look at a newly introduced dinosaur species that's helping scientists explain how T-Rex became so feared.
We're looking at Defender Radar Network, getting the rain on out of here. It's long gone for today. Now we'll get it later on tonight, but that's after a really nice day. Temperatures drop from here on out. Show you that in your full forecast coming up.
Hey, good morning to you. The time 6:22 as you get up and go here on your Tuesday. We're glad you're on WKYT. A judge could decide what is next for a women's clinic in Lexington that was sued by Governor Matt Bevin's administration. That's what's trending at this hour. That lawsuit alleges EMW Women's Clinic on Burt Road has been performing abortions without a license. The clinic said it has stopped abortion procedures until a judge rules in the case. The Moorhead News says Benny Marlar is charged with abuse of a corpse, among other things. State police say he and Vernie Fraley broke into a home in Rowan County where they stole several things, including the ashes of a victim's wife. Kentucky Democrats and Republicans scheduled to release a pair of competing and opposing budget plans today. House Democrats have an advantage of 53 to 47 majority in the House after taking 3 out of 4 special elections last week. Those new members are to be sworn in today, early this morning, in fact. And now a quick check of the weather forecast. Meteorologist Micah Harris telling it's going to be a nice Tuesday.
Yeah, really nice Tuesday. So the front tried to move through late last night, early this morning. But what's happened is this warmer air is going to be taking over as we go through the day, transitioning that into a warm front. That warm front moves north of us. Here comes the warmer air. We'll actually be in the 70s for the 5th time in the first 2 weeks here of March. Put that in perspective, we didn't hit 70-plus degrees. We didn't top out on 70-plus degrees except 3 times during the whole month of March of last year. We've already surpassed that through the first 2 weeks. Temperatures there in the 50s, good feel. A couple of 40s down south. And then we go throughout the afternoon to 72 degrees. A great afternoon in store. It really is. Very nice. You have any plans, stick to them and make some plans, because I will tell you this, a cooler pattern takes over throughout the next several days. And I'm not just talking about cooler. I'm talking about going from 72, cut that in half, and that's where we'll be for highs toward the weekend for some. I'll show you that coming up in your full forecast about 10 minutes.
Micah, we look forward to that. We'll see you in just a bit. Our time this morning is 6:24, and scientists at the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History have introduced a new dinosaur species. The cousin of the Tyrannosaurus rex may help explain how the carnivore became so feared 65 million years ago. Nicknamed Pre-Rex, scientists say this horse-sized dinosaur is smaller as far as a predecessor to the T-Rex. Using CT scans of its brain case, scientists determined that this smaller dinosaur already had the powerful senses of a predator. It's been scary enough, horse-sized dinosaur that mean. All right, a fashionable horse didn't have to pony up the dough to look so dapper. Meet Morstead, a veteran racehorse. It's nothing but tweed for this stylish steed. His 3-piece suit was commissioned by betting company William Hill. Morstead is modeling his new duds in the United Kingdom just in time for a festival where people will be wearing enough tweed to stretch hundreds of miles. He is styling, no doubt about it. And get ready to have your mind blown this morning. Six Flags has unveiled North America's first virtual reality roller coaster. Six Flags Over Georgia teamed up with Samsung and Oculus VR for the new thrill ride. The coaster zooms your body through the usual drops and twists, while your headset provides a digital world with lasers and explosions and aliens and all kinds of other things. The alien threat is, of course, not real, but the fear and the nausea apparently will be. A lot of folks have been very excited when they've been trying that out. Okay. All right, we'll see how that goes. Good to have you along on WKYT this morning at 6:26. In just a moment, we're tracking a crime alert in Lexington after another overnight shooting, the second in as many days. And tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is $20 million. Wednesday night's Powerball jackpot is $70 million. We'll be right back on WKYT this morning.